I was living with my girlfriend. She threw me out. And then I ended up sleeping at my son's on his couch. But then he met a girl and he decided to move out. I had about £3,500, £4,000 saved in the bank. So I went and stayed in a travel lodge in Merthyr until the money ran out. So the money ran out, I went to see the council. Basically, she said to me, even though I was homeless, I had my bags in my hands and everything, she said, there's nothing we can do for 56 days. So I said, well, what am I supposed to do? I was living under a bridge by the travel lodge for a week. Luckily, when I left my sons, I took a quilt with me.
I've never done it. That must be pretty scary.
It's one of them things, you nighttime you don't really sleep, and daytime you can't sleep. And the thing is, you're constantly watching out for, is anybody going to try and steal my stuff? You do have people calling you all names under the sun, I wasn't begging, I wasn't doing anything, I was just there, It was lucky the first couple of days I was going in, there's a leisure centre across the road, so I was using that as a shower and everything like that. But then, obviously, like I said, money runs out, I didn't have anything. I couldn't even buy anything to drink, water-wise or anything like that. Because I couldn't go in a shop or in a supermarket, I think, because I had all my bags with me. And then one day it snowed, that was quite cold. Yeah, I woke up and there was snow all on the ground. But because I had gotten back in touch with my son, and he must have phoned my daughter and said, look, Daddy's, So she got in touch with Up Fortitude, and my daughter got in touch with the ALABARÉ, and now I didn't know anything, but they didn't tell me any of this when I went to the council. They basically turned around to me and said, well, you're homeless, you're going to have to, come back. There was a chap there when I was waiting. He was picking a sleeping bag up from there, because he was sleeping rough.
How's that feel? I mean, honestly, that's pretty low, isn't it?
Well, that's the lowest I've ever felt. I've never been homeless. Like I said, I didn't have any money. I had nowhere to go. It was quite a difficult time in my life. ALABARÉ got in touch with me and everything like that, and within a week I was in the house in Pontypridd. Oh, I felt brilliant when I got in that room, and I laid in the bed and everything. It felt like I could relax now, and because I've been so stressed with everything that was happening to me, because I couldn't see a light at the end of the tunnel at all. Thought about, I'll go and top myself, and and then everything will go away. But I didn't get quite round to it. I even worked out where I could do it and how I could do it and everything. But one of the reasons I didn't do it was because of my kids, and I want to see my grandkids. That's one of the reasons why I stopped drinking, because the doctor told me there was a problem with my liver, and I thought if I don't stop drinking I'm going to end up dead and I'm not going to see my grandkids.
So how have we been able to help you then? That's obviously part of it.
Well, it's somebody to talk to more than anything, Like I said, if I have any problems, I go and see Phil, or, especially now I've stopped drinking and I put on weight because I lost 4.5 stone. Yeah, you put a roof over my head, helped me get my benefits sorted. We're looking to do courses now to get me back into employment and everything like that. Because I was a lorry driver, but I lost my licence through drink driving. I can see the light now. It's shining brighter and brighter all the time. Whereas before, there was, like I said, there was nothing.
Yeah. So how's your life changed as a result now, do you feel?
Living life. Like I said, I haven't drunk for, I don't know, long, month, 2 months. Mm-hmm. So that's a positive thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, moving into the house, getting off the alcohol, and then finding somewhere to work now so I can, set myself up on my own and everything. Mm-hmm. And show them that I'm the person that I was years ago, and not the person I turned into. Mm-hmm.
What ambitions do you have for the future?
Well, I'd like to get back on the, because I was the HGV driver, I'd like to go back driving HGVs, but I don't know whether that'll happen or not. Mm-hmm. But I'm quite happy doing anything. I can't work in a factory, I've tried that. So, get the job done. Like I said, reconnect with my kids. Mm-hmm. And then move on with my life and enjoy the rest of my life, rather than sort of drown in my sorrows every time. Because one of my big triggers is every time I get stressed, I was turning to the drink. Mm. Well, I'm going to focus on my future and my family and everything. That's my biggest focus that I've got in my life right now, is my kids. Focusing on, like I said, rebuilding my life and getting back. Cause,
has faith played a part in this journey at all, or?
Sometimes I found myself lying there, just having a chat with God, you know. I know people say, oh, you should be praying and all that stuff like that, but I find I just have it. That's what prayer is, isn't it? Chat. My whole life was, at one stage, was revolving around Bible study, and then we used to go around each other's houses and prayer nights and stuff like that, and then obviously church on a Sunday, which I used to go twice on a Sunday. But then I find myself, whenever I'm really in need of it, I talk to him, but then because the vodka was getting hold of me, I was ignoring what he was telling me. And the drinking and everything like that, you know, I could see what was happening. He was showing me what I was doing, but I was just...
in denial.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And I always think that if I pray to him, he's never going to help me, you know. I've done so much stuff wrong over the years and everything like that. But I have started going to a church now, but I'm not going regular enough.
Are you involved in the Boots on the Ground?
I have been, yeah. Yeah, so I've done, I've been to Cardiff, I've been up to Riverside, up in Brecon with them. Yeah, we've been to Aberafan, doing a beach clean down there, because we got some lovely walks from the house. It's stunning on there. Mm. Yeah, but like I said, ALABARÉ, it's given me that stability that I need. I'm hoping I've been given a second chance now to turn everything round, and you know, and I can't thank people enough for helping me. You know.